Shabbat Shalom and Shalom, Black Israel. This is your boy Elijah Yehuda coming back to you with another spiritual, educational, informative, and enlightening video. Today I want to briefly talk about the full moon, which you can see right here. Today is October 2nd, and it is about 3:40 a.m. in the morning, and I just wanted to make this video real quick and catch this full moon. And I just want to talk about the real Shabbat, which is actually not what most Hebrew Israelites think it is. Let me zoom in a little bit. Y'all can see that twinkling star up there too, right above it on the left side. Hold on. So basically, the real Shabbat is actually regulated first and foremost by the full moon, not the new moon, which is what these fake Jews call it. That's what they worship, which is basically a black sky. That is not our customs. That's not what we believe in. That's not what we are supposed to be doing. That's not what our ancient Hebrew Israelites were into. Basically, a full moon is the beginning of a new month, okay? So every time you see a full moon in the sky, that's not only the beginning of a new month, but it is also the first Shabbat of that new month. So how it goes basically is 7 days after that new moon or a full moon would be the second Shabbat, and then 7 days after that second Shabbat will be the third Shabbat, and then 7 days after that third Shabbat would be the fourth and final Shabbat of that particular month. Okay, and that's how you observe the ancient Shabbat, the original Shabbat, the way that our ancient ancestors were doing it. So today is Thursday. Well, actually, it's Friday, excuse me. It's October 2nd, and it's Friday. But the Shabbat for this new month, for this full moon, actually started Thursday evening, and it lasts for up until Friday evening. So Thursday sundown to Friday sundown, that's the Shabbat. And really what it is also, folks, they know, that is the fake Jews, the converts, the hypocrites, the Gentiles, they know that this is our real Shabbat. You got a lot of self-righteous Hebrew Negroites who think that it's on a Saturday. That is not true. That's what they want us to believe. That's based off of the Gregorian calendar. That has nothing to do with our customs. That's not what we are supposed to be doing. That's not what we believe in. That's not what the Most High originally established the moon up there for, you know. Let me zoom out. Hold on. Okay, so the fake Jews, they believe in worshiping the new moon, what is called the new moon, where there's no visible moon in the sky. That is not what we're supposed to be doing. That's not what we're about. They're into all of that pagan moon worship. They also worship the full moon too, but they don't do it the way that we do it. You know, they always invert the truth. You know, make good bad and bad good. You know, they work for Satan. They're the synagogue of Satan, as the Bible says. You know, um, but the Arabs, they believe in moon worship too. But they worship what is called the crescent moon. You know, that's what they believe in. That's Islam. That's the radical extremists. That's ISIS. That's the radical Muslims over there in Islam. That's what they believe in doing. They worship what is called the crescent moon. And again, the fake Jews over there in that fake land called Israel, they worship the new moon, which is no visible moon in the night sky, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. And really, what it is it's the moon, it's the full moon coming out of the portal, but it's not fully out, and so it's not visible. But yet, you could still see, um, you could still see the night sky lit up just very slightly, but you cannot see a visible moon. But nonetheless, it is there, and it is actually the full moon. But again, it's not fully out of the portal. It's on its way out. That's why you could see the light. But anyway, in the book of Jubilees and even in the book of Enoch, they explain the full moon, and how it has to do with the Shabbat and all of that, or at least the first Shabbat. It regulates, um, not only the first Shabbat, but all of the Shabbats after that. You cannot worship the Shabbat day without first observing the full moon. You got to catch that full moon like this, because that again represents the first month, or excuse me, that represents a new month. The new moon and the full moon are the same. Don't get it twisted. That's what they want you to believe, that they're different, but they're not. That they're the synagogue of Satan. That's what they do. They confuse humanity and the masses. That's what they do. But I'm telling y'all the truth. The full moon regulates the Shabbats, and it's in the book of Jubilees, which is the book that they took out of our Torah, aka the Holy Bible. And also, in the book of Enoch, it not only talks about um, the signs of and the seasons of the moon and the sun and the stars, which are actually the twinkling stars, or the wandering stars, as the Bible call it. That's just what we call it. The scientific community got the whole world thinking that those are called stars, but they're actually twinkling stars or wandering stars. But what else do I want to talk about briefly? Um, so that's what it is. Normally, the Shabbats start again on Thursday evening and they last up until Friday evening. That's what it is. Um, and Saturday again has to do with the Gregorian calendar. I forgot the name of the guy who created the modern day Gregorian calendar that the world uses, especially here in America. His first name is Gregory, but I don't know his last name. But he's a so-called white Caucasian man. So, of course, we cannot trust these people, because the Creator said that He gave the world to the wicked. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, and we already know the race of people who run this world for the most part. Of course, the Arabs have to do with it too. Don't get it twisted. But first and foremost, it would be the heathens, as the Bible calls them. They're the strangers also from afar that help put the Israelites into captivity. We're in bondage and servitude to them because of, the transgressions of our forefathers. The ancient Hebrew Israelites decided not to follow the 16 or the 613 laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Yahuwah or Alua, our God, as they call it in the English translation. But to recap again, every time you see a full moon like this, let me zoom in. If you're lucky to catch it, because most people around the world do not catch this, they'll catch it late. I was lucky to catch it early, but I'm just now making a video about it. I'm actually making another video. The first video I messed up on. And this one I didn't do too good of a good job on either, but it's self-explanatory. I think some people will understand what I'm talking about. But again, this full moon represents a new month, and also it represents the first Shabbat of that new month. So 7 days after that, you count, and you'll get the second Shabbat. 7 days after that second Shabbat, you'll get the third Shabbat, and then 7 days after that third Shabbat, you'll get the fourth and final Shabbat for that particular month. There's only one new moon every month, but oddly enough, this particular month, which is October, I saw, well, I'm not going to say I saw two full moons, because yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, which was the last day of September, which I think was the 30th. I forgot how many days are in September. I think it's 30 days. But anyway, nonetheless, it was the last day. It was a full moon, that evening. And then October 1st, it was a full moon. And then now, October 2nd, in the morning time, it's a full moon. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's weird because it was only supposed to be one full moon for this new month, but yet at the end of September it was a full moon. So something strange is going on. I know it's in the Most High's hands. I know that He's doing all of this. I know Satan, he controls a lot too in this world, but he cannot mess with the moon. I don't think that he could. The Most High didn't give him that type of power. And there, I'm zooming in. You could see a wandering star, or a twinkling star right there. I wish I could zoom in even closer, but my phone don't allow it. But if I can zoom in even closer, you people will actually see the thing pulsating. You'll see it changing colors too. I don't think this will change colors, but it looks like it's the same color. And you can see another one right below that one. Now that one below that one is twinkling. You see it pulsating. It's changing. It's not really changing color, but it's pulsating. It's going in and out. It's the magnitude of its light is going, it's dimming and then it's going back light. But there's the sun just below it. Let me zoom back out a little bit. And yeah, that's how it is. That's how you really and truly observe the real Shabbat day. It must be regulated by the full moon. And these devils, they know that. They know that. They know. But they don't want us to know. They want us to continue, following Saturday and especially Sunday. A lot of these, religious worshipers, especially Christianity, they believe the holy day of the Creator is on a Sunday, and that's just not true. We all know that Sunday is sun worship. That's what the Egyptians were doing. They were into sun worshiping and sun gazing and stuff like that. And also, well, I don't know what they were doing with the moon. I wouldn't doubt if they were, worshiping the full moon, but not the way that it's supposed to be observed, you know, in relation to the Shabbat. They were doing it from some pagan, satanic standpoint, likely, if they were, um, you know, observing and worshiping the moon. But I know for a fact that they were sun gazers and they were worshiping the sun. And I know for a fact that Sunday has to do with sun worship, you know. But yeah, that's what it is, y'all. So no more confusion when it comes to the Shabbat days. It's not on a Saturday or a Sunday. You know, I used to believe that too. I used to believe that it was on Saturday. But before that, I believed that it was Sunday. But when I found out that it wasn't on no Sunday and that church was false and that we didn't need to actually go to a church to acknowledge the Creator and worship Him, I left the church alone and I left Sunday alone. You know, the Creator says in scriptures, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I will be also. So that means that we could be anywhere and worship the Creator and acknowledge Him and meditate to Him and read His word and all of these things. And also it says in scripture that He do not dwell in temples made with man's hands. What is a modern day church besides being an obelisk? It is a temple that is constructed of man's hands. The Most High Creator, Yahuwah or Eluah, do not want us dwelling in temples made with man's hands. We don't need to be in no church to acknowledge Him, to worship Him, to glorify Him. But when we are back in our homeland, then yeah, it will be a holy temple with high priests managing it and all of that stuff. But right now, in the land of our captivity here in America, this last captivity, we ain't supposed to be in no churches, y'all. So don't get it twisted. Let me zoom out. But yeah, if this video was educating and enlightening to y'all, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Eli Yehuda, War Lion. This is my first and only ministry channel. I mean, I do talk about a lot of other things up on here, but that's the main thing. So I'm walking back to the crib now. But yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Shabbat Shalom.